What is going on, everyone? How are you doing? I hope you're doing good, because it is good to feel good. And you join me for another series of vlogs, another travel series, and tomorrow I am embarking on another adventure across the pond. And it feels crazy to think I'm doing 2 trips to America in the space of a few months, which is unusual for me, but hey ho, we're doing it anyway and I'm very excited. So, as you guys may or may not know, this weekend I am attending WrestleMania 40, which this year is taking place in Philadelphia and Pennsylvania. I've never been to Philly before, but I hear it's always sunny there, so that's always a good shout. But anyway, I am absolutely buzzing. I'm travelling down to London today and flying out tomorrow afternoon, but I'm sure this weekend for WrestleMania and everything I'm doing around it, it's going to be next level insane, and I'm just excited to get going. So without any further ado, let's get going. Let's get to the train station, let's head to London, and tomorrow, let's head to Philly. Alright, Dory? Hey. Oh, she knows. And Dad knows as well.
Oh yeah. Have a good trip, Ollie.
I will do, thank you. Alright, so we've just made it to Northallerton Station. That's not my train, by the way. Sas going north, I'm going that way. Anyway, gotta say goodbye to my mum. She's always the perfect...
Have a good time.
Will do.
Stay safe.
You too, Mum. Stay safe. Bye-bye. Okay, just landed in London. Just landed, that's not the right terminology. Just got off the train here in King's Cross. That was a nice, smooth journey down. And yeah, we're here in the good old LDN. Don't know what I'm saying, I'm a bit shattered, that's besides the point. Anyway, I'm now gonna head down to Heathrow, because my hotel's at Heathrow. But then, surprisingly, I find myself coming into London later this evening, but I'll update you then. Okay, I've just made it to the hotel, and I've got a nice, lovely room. But let's just check out the view, because that's tradition in this, in these vlogs. And, it is what it is, but one time, please, Premier Inn, can I please have a room with a view that overlooks the runway at Heathrow Airport? That's all I ask for. Thank you very much in advance. But anyway, as is per tradition, let's do a comfort test on the bed. Oh, that is actually really comfy, and I should get a good night's sleep tonight off the back of that. I'll tell you one thing I'm also really quite chuffed about, is that my flight isn't until tomorrow afternoon, so at least I've got, you know, some time to get a good sleep in tonight and, you know, have a lie-in of some sort before heading to the airport. But yeah, I'm gonna chill about a bit before I head back into London to see my friends, so this will be nice. Okay, so I've just made it into central London. I'm just out with dinner. I'm here with Becca. Long time no see.
Yeah, but, you might want to lift it up a little bit. There we go. Yeah.
And before I go to America tomorrow for WrestleMania, Becca's not a wrestling fan, but what I'm going to do is we're going to do some predictions for WrestleMania, just without context. I'm going to give you some names, and I just want you to give me who you think will win in these matches.
Okay, cool.
So, first match, Io Sky versus Bailey.
Bailey.
Good shout. Rhea Ripley versus Becky Lynch.
I've got to go Becky, it's the closest name to me, right?
Seth Rollins versus Drew McIntyre.
Seth.
Okay? And then,
Oh, you don't sound too sure.
No. I've made my predictions. I'll be up on the channel, but anyway. Then in the final prediction, Roman Reigns versus Cody Rhodes.
Roman. Let's go Roman. Quite a cool name.
Yeah. Quite an interesting prediction. We'll have to wait and see this weekend.
Let me know.
Just made it back to my hotel. It was really nice to catch up with Becca, and it's been a few months since I last saw her, but nonetheless, even if it was brief, it's always good for a nice little catch up, even on short notice as well, so that's always a good shout. But anyway, I'm back in my hotel now. I am pretty shattered from everything I've been up to today, travelling down to London, going back and forth into central London. But it's all been worthwhile, but I'm gonna get myself a good night's sleep. And thankfully, unlike previous times where I've flown from Heathrow at like 7ish or whatever in the morning, my flight's not till 1:30 in the afternoon, so I'm gonna treat myself to a good lie-in, so I'll see you guys in the morning. Let's go. Rise and shine, everyone. You join me on the following morning, and I feel, one, well rested and got a very good night's sleep, so did me the world of good, that did. I've had some breakfast, and now I'm ready and raring to go. So I guess without further ado, let's go to Heathrow and let's go to Philly. Just made it to Heathrow T5, and it's crazy to think just a few months ago I was here flying to California, but we're back here now. Of course, going back across the pond, this time to Philly. Oh, as soon as you walk through the terminal, it's like, yeah, you're going to Philly, you're going on your trip, let's do this. I tell you one thing I am suddenly just being reminded of, and probably for all the wrong reasons, is it's 5 years to the day since I flew to New York for WrestleMania last time around. And that didn't go too well, especially with my booking being in the wrong name, but at least this time around I know everything's all spick and span ahead of going, but yeah, touch wood, we don't have any shenanigans today. Okay, we just sat down for breakfast. I already had some breakfast before coming to the airport, but I bumped into someone here. This is Shirley.
Hi!
She does her own content and so you should definitely go and follow her.
It's chaotic, wild content. If you like chaotic, wild content, then I'm your person. And I like to cause arguments as well. If you like that, then you can follow me at Shirley Shells on all socials.
But what I will say is, are you excited for Mania?
Yes.
Yes.
It's going to be wild. It's my 5th Mania. It's going to be a wild one, let's put it that way. I think that's the best way to describe it.
Yeah. So we've just made it to our gate. Literally, that's quite handy. Just coming up the escalator, and now we're here. Oh, this is gonna be fun. It's a plane, Ollie. Yeah, of course it's gonna be fun. I tell you what is really cool is like just being here in the airport and just seeing everyone with like wrestling merch on, and you can obviously know where they're going, because that's always quite fun. It again reminds me of New York 5 years ago, so and do you know what I think is a missed opportunity? They should have had, like, you know, wrestling and WWE themed content on this flight, but one can dream about that. Where they go for WrestleMania next year, any airlines who are flying from the UK should be doing that next year. Okay, I've just sat down in my seat for the flight, and it is all properly sinking in now. Like, I think the excitement will obviously just continue as the flight goes on, and we get into Philly later today. Got the window seat, of course, always a good shout. I was saying to someone, I'm just a sucker for a window seat, and like, you know, especially when I can film little bits out the window as well, that's always cool. But anyway, I'm sure we're gonna have a really decent flight today, and I look forward to when we do get to Philly. So I'll see you guys then. So we're flying somewhere over New England right now, and it is so bloody turbulent right now. And don't get me wrong, don't mind flying. Turbulence I am not a fan of, and I could just feel it like just rushing and like just how anxious I get as well. So yeah, it's like everything's bumping back and forth. But tell you what is quite reassuring is like just seeing everyone's head wobble in sync. But in fact we're less than an hour now until Philadelphia, so hopefully this turbulence clears off, and then we'll be, you know, safe and sound in Philly. Okay, I'm in Philadelphia. Been a bit delayed coming off because of the weather delays, we were unable to get through quickly, and also had to queue for immigration, and that was long. But anyway, look, there's a nice little banner for WrestleMania. That's quite nice. It's raining. I was always told it's always sunny here, and I have been misled. I am not happy with this. But anyway, we're here in Philadelphia nonetheless. There were some WrestleMania banners and whatnot like set up. But anywho, I'm gonna wait now for a lift to then go to my hostel in Philadelphia, and hopefully that is not too long. I just want to sit down and relax, for goodness sake. After that nice little funky montage, I'm now in my hostel, because that's the magic of editing. I am absolutely shattered right now. Like, to put it into perspective, it is what time are we on? It is nearly 9 o'clock here, so nearly 2 in the morning back home. I've been going, I don't know how long I've been going for today, but I'm long enough to say I'm absolutely knackered. But anyway, it was a bit stressful coming into Philly, so we landed and then we landed in stormy conditions, so for like regulations in Pennsylvania, we weren't able to taxi up at the jet bridge to go for arrivals just yet. So we had to wait for like the conditions to clear before we could do, and that took up to nearly an hour. Then nearly an hour for immigration. Then for whatever strange reason, my phone service provider in the UK is just saying, yeah, we're not connecting you just yet. So I was like, what do I do? I had to rely on Wi-Fi, managed to get myself a lift into Philly, and then I've just updated my phone and it's just like, oh yeah, it's now welcome to the USA, Ollie. And it's just like, for goodness sake, you gotta work when I land, but you work when I get to my hostel. But anywho, I am very happy to be here in Philly. You know, again, my first time here in Philly, and for that note, Pennsylvania as well. I am absolutely buzzing for these next few days ahead. So tomorrow's really just going to be my chill day, which I haven't got anything wrestling related on during the day. So I'd like to explore a bit of Philadelphia, and I'm going to take you guys along for the ride. But then in the evening tomorrow, I'm then going to go to an event called Remix Rumble, which is basically a wrestling themed night out, and there's going to be all sorts of like theme music, cocktails, shots, all sorts. It's going to be a mad old night, but I'm really excited for it. And also, I would just clarify, with these vlogs I'm uploading from this trip, I think they're going to be a bit out of sync. I mean, I'm going to get these first few vlogs out, of course, but then after WrestleMania itself, I kind of want to prioritize those vlogs, but then all the other vlogs will come out as normal. But then obviously I'll, like, when I do a playlist for them, I'll order them as such. But anywho, I'm so happy to be here in Philadelphia. I am absolutely shattered. I'm going to go to sleep. But on that note, I will leave you with some advice. That is always to enjoy yourself, stay safe, and make the most of every opportunity that comes your way. Thank you for watching, and peace.